shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
They're led by the #1 overall pick of the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
The word is potential, potential, potential. Think about this guy from the time he was in high school, one of the top prospects going to college, coming out of college, mentioned as a generational type quarterback. He looks the part. Tall, big arm, surveys the field, and can take off and run when under duress.
There'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a long afternoon if they weren't able to hold up against this pass rush, huh?
What we didn't know was that protection was going to spring a leak on the first play from scrimmage.
Got after him right out of the gate.
And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And able to get it here to about the 16-yard line. 7 yards there, but not enough. Not the best to start here. We know they're on a 2-game skid. 3 and out. That's not what they had drawn up.
Not even close. And now what you're asking your defense to do is pick you up. And they've had to do that, I'm sure, during this losing streak. Hopefully you've got one of those confident defenses that says, we'll take care of that. Hopefully you'll get back on track soon.
It's a net of 40 there. A punt of 48 and a return of 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And bottom line, when you're the starting QB, what is it?
Get the W.
Get the W.
They did that last week.
Right, got that done. Wasn't always pretty. There were some great moments. He threw 4 touchdown passes.
But got to eliminate those mistakes.
Got to take care of that, because otherwise that could come back and bite him in another ball game.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack.
Now a 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Right side. It's Watson. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's 2nd down.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
Back to throw. And he'll take it in. For a touchdown. From 40 yards.
And the Thunderbirds get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Oh, some strong running.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So time to see Jacksonville again on offense for the second time here in this game. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a two-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. But you look at this defense.
They were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Lawrence on third down. Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. It's Monte Mapu.
And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown! A great effort there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And the Thunderbirds are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Good, and it's now 14-0.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. Step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
Well, now, after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Now Lawrence.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
So roughing the passer, and this is a unit, Charles. They hold their breath every time they see their quarterback go down and get hit like that.
Yeah, they understand how important these last couple of months are for this team. They can ill afford to have anything happen to him if they want to accomplish their goals.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Malone, and a nice job there skipping away from the one tackle and ends up getting 5 yards out of that. Second down. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll work it across
across midfield inside the 45. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jags with a football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. But when you're down a couple of scores like this, CD, you can't afford too many plays that go in the wrong direction like that one.
Yeah, when you take a good look at it broadly, sacks are better.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now Lawrence. Going to throw right side here. Complete. So 5 yards here. 5 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a 2-touchdown game. So an 8-play drive gets him down there, but play number 9, that winds up a missed field goal.
And they definitely moved the ball well. That's a drive where you hate to come away with nothing.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure. He released it, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go now.
He'll look to throw, and it's caught. Touchdown from 10 yards out, and the Thunderbirds have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
They go play action with Lawrence.
Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Second and 1. He finds his man, complete. It's Kennedy. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Jaguars' 39-yard line.
They'll look to throw here.
Finds his receiver, Watson. He's got room at the 30.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Again, he'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
From the 22 now, here's a 2nd and 7.
Back to throw again.
He'll complete this one to Watson.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the incompletion there, so that breaks a string of 5 straight hookups. It also leads to a 4th down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll look to throw again. they cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on fourth down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, third down situation, big third down alert, lock in here. Down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
Open man there is Malone. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
Please for 24.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action.
Throwing now, Lawrence on 1st down.
That's caught. It's Malone. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Holding offense.
That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against them.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Lawrence to throw.
Open man is Kirk, complete. It's still fighting. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
Now Lawrence on 1st down.
He finds his man, complete. It's Malone. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Lawrence going to throw again.
Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Hey, run!
Lawrence will throw.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Jaguars are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And he can't field it cleanly. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. This is brought in at the 21.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
On red.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Now Lawrence. Throw over the middle, going to be caught here by Pitts.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Right back to Pitts again. And he will have a Jaguars first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown.
And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25.
Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Gun.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Lawrence. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
One of the toughest things about playing quarterback is staying in the pocket, all that going on around you, and not letting your eyes go down to where the pass rush is. Instead, keeping them downfield. And that time he did, and found his tight end for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Now Lawrence.
Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
On play action, Lawrence.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
Lisa 24.
On first down, Malone. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game. then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Jaguars are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain. Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
On 2nd down, Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From a yard out. And the Jags get a bit closer. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense.
And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Watson, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That is caught.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a 1st down there. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 18-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Watson, and he is close to a 1st down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 14.
By Carlton Davis. Brings up 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and goal.
Off the option. That's complete. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. With his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Thunderbirds are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
35, Jaguars 16. Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Three-quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Mexico City. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
30 left.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. His whole day, it's been rough, barring a miraculous.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Roughing the passer. Defense.
Wow, so wipe out the INT roughing the passer. What a disaster. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens, things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. A great play there. 40 yards. And the Thunderbirds take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Evan McPherson set to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And just shutting him off there. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator.
Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Inside the 20, Christian Kirk. Touchdown, Jaguars. Christian Kirk, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Jaguars are able to cut into that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 19-point ball game.
42, Jaguars 23.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in right around the goal line.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And they'll have good field position here as he's out of bounds up at about the 34-yard line.
Out is Mexico City now to go on offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 down at the 33.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. On play action, they'll throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the fourth quarter.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers getting together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that will bump the lead up to 26.
Jaguars 23.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
Hard running at the 15.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Now, hang on here a second. Looks like a Jaguar in some obvious discomfort from that last play.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free.
And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll spot him at the 3-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Jags and Christian Kirk making their way back out on offense.
They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty good too.
He's over 100 yards, has the 1 touchdown score to this point.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Lawrence to throw on 2nd down.
Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Malone. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a 1st down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll run on 1st down. It's Malone. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, here's Lawrence.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On 4th down,
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and
That one looks like he'll throw here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
And that's to the left sideline and incomplete. Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points. But they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently. That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the